Okay, so I've been doing a little planning today. I'm feeling super productive, I guess because it's rainy and there's nothing else to do. So I just wanted to share with you guys, I'm just using you as my guinea pigs, but I wanted to share with you girls what I've done with my binder this year. So I made myself a new cover for my guided reading plans. I've got my morning class 2018-19 already set up, yay! And then when you open it up, the first thing that I have are my reading groups. I have them set up so that whether we have 5 or 6, I already have the schedule already made out. And then I have my calendar at a glance, and this is where I'm going to keep I'm going to write down each day the group I actually met with and if any students were absent so that I can keep up with who has missed or who's been in their groups, and then as I finish the month I'll put it at the end and just bring the next one forward. So August, September, whatever. Then I have a place where I will have my students. I'll be able to record their DPMs, and then as they progress I will fill in with the chart so that I can just see at a glance which kids are where. And then I have a place for to actually make the guided reading groups, and these are cool because you can just write the names on the sticky tabs, and then as you need to move the kids around, they can change groups, or if a kid comes or goes, you don't have to make a whole new paper, you can just add a new tab. And then I have my planning resources, which has the running record, the coding and scoring errors, because those are always good to know. The MSV tips. And then I have the what each level is supposed to know as they get to that level, what you can work on to help scaffold that level. And then the things that they can do for word work during their guided reading, or use it with our phonics, but basically it'll be word work during the guided reading. Has all the different word banks for that kind of stuff, for working with words. And then I love this, it has the comprehension questions for each level. So for example, this is really cool, like for level I, say that, they have one for predicting, they have using the information, summarizing, and they have it for fiction and nonfiction. So this goes all the way to level O. So I can pick out questions from here that I want to put into my lesson plans. Then I have a section for my lesson plans. I went ahead and put in like the early guided reading lesson plan for anybody that comes like through level I. If anybody is low at the beginning of the year, but then most likely I'll be using the transitional ones that are J through P. And I really like these girls because you can use a whole week's, like this is one page is a whole week's worth for a group. So you can plan out daily what you want to do, and then there's space to write the questions that you want to ask or which strategy you want to work on. And then on the back, there's a place for you to take your anecdotal notes each week on the kids. And then the next tab is blank running record sheets, because I want to stay on top of those this year and make sure that I'm getting each kid once every 4 weeks at least. And then as I do a running record, I'll put it back in the back behind the kid's name. And then I have my tabs for my guided reading groups that I'll put their lesson plans in. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Then at the very back, I have a tab for every single student, and behind their tab will be a reading and writing, mostly reading, of course, conferring sheet where I can keep track of all of their stuff. And then I'll put their running records here as they accumulate throughout the year. The running records will be right behind the conferring sheet. And then that's about it. I have this little folder in the back where I can just put whatever little somethings that I need, or maybe the originals of all these papers that are in here, so that I'll have them when I need to make extra copies. But anyway, so that is my plan for this year, to stay organized. for guided reading. Bye, girls.